Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and this is my weekly Moonday Oracle reading. And this is a reading for the collective or the overall energy of the week and what we can all most expect moving into this week, and kind of just giving us a little bit of insight and awareness as to how we can best flow in divine alignment with the energy. It's a reading for the week of January 8th, 2024. So I believe this is my first moon day since the new year began. So, happy to be able to be here. Welcome everybody. And I'm going to give it a few moments and just wait and see if the quality of sound is okay and if you can all, don't have any connection problems or anything. So just give it a few moments. Going to check it over here on my end. Here we go. All right, I think I shared it okay. If you are tuning in, just shoot me a comment. Let me know how the quality of sound is. If you are commenting and I'm not seeing them, just give me a thumbs up so that I know. That will tell me that Facebook is glitching once again and I need to restart the live and possibly do an update. So just want to make sure all is well before I get into anything here. I hope you all have had a magical beginning of your new year and that all has started off moving smoothly. Hey, Victor, welcome. Thanks for being here. Can you just give me a little feedback? Tell me how the quality of sound is for you. I don't feel normal. I'm not using a microphone because this device doesn't like them. So I want to make sure it's all good. I hope you've been well and are having a wonderful start to your new year. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead then and just start moving into it and just explaining again for anybody who is new to Magical Me. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. So every Monday or so, whenever I can, whenever I'm able to and divine timing allows, I do try to go live to bring forward an oracle message for all of us, to give us some guidance and insight moving into the energy of the week and how we can best embrace that energy to move us more into divine flow. This is not personal individual readings or card pulls that I'm doing here today for everybody, although I do offer personal private readings. You could send me a message to book one if you are interested. This is more of a generalized overview for the collective and all those who find themselves here. And so I do the readings essentially with divine timing. So that means that those who are meant to find themselves here, those who are going to be able to receive something of importance or significance to their own journey in life, they'll find themselves here in exactly divine timing. So it doesn't matter if you're watching this live, if you're watching it on the replay, even months from now, whenever you find yourself watching, there's a message that's going to resonate with you uniquely for your highest good and in your life at that moment in time, okay? So again, this reading is going to be for this week of January 8th, 2024. And interestingly, we have a new moon this week, everybody, on the 11th. And that's a very powerful energy day because it is a 111 and power of one tripled, if you will. So quite significant. Ones in themselves represent forward movement, positivity. They represent instant manifestation and new beginnings. So powered by the 3 there, so 111, if you will, on 111. That in itself is profound. Everything happens, the power of 3, amplifying it, returning it full circle. So really important this week, I'm going to just tell you right off the bat, to keep your intentions pure. Focus on what you want to create and bring into your life, and close the door on the old. You know, really allow yourself to move into some new awareness, some new ideas, some new energy, and really allowing yourself to leap, if you will. We want to quantum leap beyond what isn't serving us anymore, all right? So with it being the first new moon, all new moons are a time of rebirth, new beginnings. It's when the moon is at its, you know, void of any light, so it's at its prime state for birthing, if you will. So it's like in the void and what we are creating or birthing for ourselves. So that is manifestation magic right there, what you want to plant seeds for. And it's the first one of the new year, so it's like, where do you want to go from here? You've got nowhere to go but up. So yeah, use that magic, use that momentum, be mindful. Again, that's on the 11th, and I believe it's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn being an earthy sign, very grounded and very goal-oriented, wants to drive its way forward. So use that energy to your advantage, okay? Hello, Laura, welcome. Thanks for being here, gorgeous goddess. I'm so happy you could make it. Appreciate you tuning in. I know our time difference is quite significant with you all the way over there in Australia, so, but I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, so how's everybody? How are you all doing in this new energy, magical new year, a magical new month? You know, that could, depending upon where you're at in your life, you know, it could feel less than magical, and that's okay too. But it's about how you, what awareness you bring yourself into with what might be, you know, ready to be released and to honor the old, but move into the new, okay? Hi, Greg. Thank you for being here. How are you? Long time no talk. Pleasure to see you here. All right, so I am going to get into it for us all. So as you know, I'm working with oracle cards as well as my own intuitive abilities. Jody, welcome, goddess. Thank you for being here. Mwah. It's good to see you here. All right, so before we get into the reading, I do like to bring everybody into sacred space with me. Why? Because when we are moving throughout the energy throughout the day, most of you already know this, we're moving throughout the day, our energy is in 5,000, if not more, different places. Our awareness, we are outside of our body most of the time, floating around, and so we want to really bring ourselves back down, anchor back into our bodies, into this present moment in time where we are best in a position to be able to receive the fullness of whatever messages are coming forward. Everybody's obviously going to hear this message and receive this message differently. It's going to apply differently in every single one of our lives. So to be in that best position to be able to fully receive what wants to be received by you, this is one of the best ways that you can do that. And you can do that throughout the day, no matter when. You know, it takes like 2 seconds, just if you're feeling overwhelmed. You know, we're no longer in the past, and a lot of times that's where our mind and our awareness is, and we are not really meant to be so focused on the future. The best position is to be here and now in that present moment, because the future is just another version of the now, right? So it's important to come back here. Also, we are sharing space, or sharing energy across, sharing energy across space and time. So, you know, when we do that, we want to make sure our energies are kind of like, we create this little magical lockdown space around us as well, okay? Hi, Jason. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that everything is well with you. Hi, Annie. Welcome. Thanks for being here, goddess. Appreciate you all. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm going to have you do, if you can close your eyes if able. If you are not in a position where you're able to do that, don't worry about it. You can do this with your eyes open. Just gonna have you, if you can, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And release the breath through your mouth. And as you do, just allow your body to start to soften, to start to relax. Releasing anywhere you might be holding tension in your jaw, in your shoulders, in your back, in your stomach. Again, take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold. Release. And again, just relaxing, softening, releasing all stress, all thoughts, all worries. Nothing matters except for this current moment in time. Take another deep breath in. Hold. And release. Just feeling yourself connect into your heart space, dropping out of the mind and into your feeling center. You can even place your hand on your heart to just give it that further bit of a, magical connection with yourself, with your heart, with the truth, and with this moment. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and you should all be feeling much more relaxed at this point. So again, very wonderful, quick, efficient way to just ground your energy, bring yourself back into this present moment, especially for anybody who might suffer from, panic attacks or anxiety. That's a really great way to help yourself, okay? Hello, Nikita. Welcome. Thanks for being here, sweetheart. All right, so with that said, this week I have decided to work with the spell casting oracle cards once again, okay? So, let's see what guidance and insight comes forward for the collective for the week of January 8th, 2024. Guidance and insight comes forward for the collective. Okay, ooh. So it's like I'm an oracle, because I know things. Manifestation is our card. So those of you who may not have been here when I first started going live today, I did speak about the new moon on January 11th this week, 111, 111, very powerful gateway opening up. It's a new moon on top of what we call number gateways. So those of you who work with numerology, or just follow what we call angel numbers or divine numbers, you know that there is power in numbers. These are like codes. They're activation codes, right? So when you have anything powered by 3, it amplifies it to the point of instant instant return. So instant manifestation, heightened of whatever that number means. So 1, we've got new beginnings, we've got manifestation, we've got creation, we've got forward movement. So it is a powerful jump off space. So when you have 3 ones, it's like a portal, a magical doorway that opens, that not only pushes you through it, it instantly returns to you whatever it is that your energy is facilitating. And yes, I said facilitating your energy. You are the magic. You are the universe that is creating everything around you. And I know that for some situations and some people, you might not like that. You might not enjoy that. You might not want to hear that. And that is absolutely okay. I'm just one person, take what I say and either toss it out, hold it, work with it, whatever you choose to do. It's not for everybody. However, we are everything. We are constantly creating through our thoughts, through our words, through our actions. So our experiences, our realities, are direct manifestations or results from what we do, what we focus all of our attention on, or our energy. So if you knew that you could instantly create, would you focus on lack? Would you focus on not having enough? Would you be stressed about things not going in your favor? Would you continuously put energy into something that did not align, into something that was lost? No, because why? You are powerful. You are creating more of what you're putting your energy into. Exactly, Sue. Thank you. Hi, Dawn Marie. Welcome, Heather. Thanks for being here, ladies. And welcome, Sue, to you as well. So yeah, if you knew that your life, you were the universe, your canvas essentially is blank until you use your will to paint in it, right? So then you would instead shift your focus and awareness to, oh, if I'm going to immediately return to myself everything I put my energy into, because I'm not going to put my energy into this anymore. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to instead put my energy into creating from this space of I am abundant. I am magic. I am energy and motion. I am everything that I ever dreamed to be. I already am. So when you move through the energy of this week, look at yourself as fertile ground. Look at yourself as the new moon's magic, right? That Capricorn goat energy that is like pushing up the steep incline of a mountain, as it's often, because Capricorn's often represented by a mountain goat. It's pushing its way forward. Is it focused on behind and falling back down? No, because it's going to fall down if it does, right? So it's focused on moving and climbing. It isn't going to stop until it gets where it's got to go. That is us this week. That is the magic being birthed, being born through us. So jump into that magic, jump into that momentum, and continue to do the, I want to say work, but it doesn't really feel like it's work, because it feels like we're going to also begin to see instant results. Not only the results, my friends, of the things that we are currently focusing our energy on, but the results of the things that we have previously put our energy into is also coming around full circle. So be mindful of that. But here's the thing. If you don't like what you manifested that's coming back around, you're standing on a threshold where you are in the middle of a portal of the next reality that you could create and the old reality that you already created for yourself. What do you choose? You don't have to accept it as it is. You can accept the fact that you created it for yourself, that past experiences. Also, like, be kind to yourselves too, because a lot of times we're unaware of what we're creating for ourselves until we are. The moment you have that awareness, my friends, that is the key to changing your stars, okay? So you're standing in the threshold this week of potentially seeing full circle those circumstances that have now been returned to you based on previous choices in life, based on what it is that, whatever circumstances that you may have been involved in, etc., any wounding, etc., things like that. You've got it all maybe coming back around to just come up to show you, here, this is what you did, this is what you wanted, right? Well, the universe doesn't understand don't want and do want. It just understands energy. So here you are. If you want to change it, how do you do so? Look at this as an opportunity to learn. Look at those things and what patterns you chose or engaged in to create those circumstances that have now come back around. And were they good ones? Were they ones that you can use to take forward with you? Or were they ones that is like, oops, I didn't, now I see, I wish I would have known then what I know now, why it wasn't working the way I wanted to work it, but here we go, here we are. Now use this momentum instead to recognize what created this and how you can now learn from it and move on from it, and what you can do to now change it up, if that makes sense, okay? So hi, Bridget, welcome, my love. Thanks for being here. So our card, I'll show it to you since you just popped in. Manifestation, Capricorn new moon on the 11th. So very powerful because it's 111 with a new moon at the same time. Look at the antlers on her head, which totally remind me of Capricorn energy. And look at what she's doing, pointing as above, so below. What you think, what is in the ethers, is what you anchor, is what you manifest. But also at the same time, if you can dream it, if you can think it, if you desire it, you can attain it. It's all up to you, my friends. All right. So with that said, manifesting, we are already, also another thing I want to say before I go. I am going to block. Remember, I never condone anybody soliciting anybody on my lives, so just ignore it. If they did contact you, please message of your own. If you want to message people back, That's your own free will choice, but I do not encourage it. Okay, so usually spammers. Okay. With that said, Saturn, not Saturn, sorry, Pluto, planet of, like, deep transformation, mysteries, and change, has been kind of jumping back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius, and it's going to move back into Aquarius on the 20th or the 21st of this month, I believe, and it's a big deal. So it's really bringing about some very powerful change and transformations, and Pluto's one of the slowest moving planets, so when it makes a change into, I want to say it only changes signs like every 20 years, with the exception of it's been going retrograde and direct. So that's why it jumped from Capricorn into Aquarius, back to Capricorn. Now it's going to be moving back to Aquarius. Then it'll make one final move, I think, and then it'll stay there for 20 years. So let's take a look going back to 20 years. What are we wrapping up, everybody? What have you learned in the last 20 years? And what are you ready to really, there's this energy now that can be really tapped into that is about, with Aquarian energy, it's all about humanitarianism, but at the same time, it is like the rebellious energy that's like breaking, going where we've never gone before, but it's also for the greater good, for the higher good. So when that, you've got the sign of deep transformation, and I always call Pluto the hand of God. I feel like it's kind of like this hand that just kind of reaches down into the heart of your soul and just pulls out anything that's like blocking your souls from its true light, and it will really make you get real with it and look at it and show it to you, and it's like, okay, now you see it, change, transform. So with that moving into Aquarius, it's very much, Aquarius also being the age of love, energy. I feel like this is a very significant time. So don't squander the energy, everybody. Learn. That's what we're here to do. Use all of your life's experiences as your magic, all right? And leap boldly into the unknown, into a new timeline that is available for you. All right. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I appreciate you as always. Hope you're having a blessed and magical new year, and take care of you. I hope to see you next week.